In this video, let's get ready to rumble! Slam. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to take a look at Rumbleslam from TT Combat and see just what comes in the starter box. So in the starter box, we have the mat, which shows the wrestling ring. We have the two starter teams. We have stat cards for both teams, some quick reference cards, tokens, dice, and the rulebook. So let's go through those in a little bit detail to see exactly what we get inside. So we start with the mat. This is a neoprene mouse mat material. You can see on the back of it, it's a rough kind of black rubber, so it grips the table quite nicely, or whatever surface you're playing on. The artwork's very nice, so it looks like there's a nice shadow from the turnbuckle and from the ropes there. So it looks really useful. You can also get an MDF version of this as well if you want to really pimp your game out. Here you can see the little white crosses, and this just denotes where the movement squares are for the models. So you can see this standard size model here just fits in a normal 1x1 square, and it moves around a little bit like in Blood Bowl really. So as you count your movements, you can move forward, back, or diagonally, or side to side. Here we have the bigger models. These ones take up 4 squares. They move exactly the same way. You can put them up on top of the turnbuckles as well to jump down and do some attacks. The single guys obviously just sit on top of the turnbuckle, with the bigger guys covering a little bit of the ring as well. So here we see the first of 2 teams. Obviously they don't come painted. I've painted these myself. So these are the heavy pounders, and you can see there's an ogre there. There's a human grappler, a human brawler, a halfling grappler, and a halfling brawler. And these all have stat cards, which we'll come on to in a moment. So here we have the green menace. We have the troll at the back there. We have an orc bruiser, an orc grappler, and a goblin bruiser and a goblin grappler, making up the 5-man team. So here we have the stat card. Along the top you can see the name of the character. Down the right hand side, this shows us the attack score, and we roll 1 silver dice in this case for attack. Our defense, so 2 silver dice for this one. The grapple, so we roll 1 silver dice and 1 copper dice, and then we add 1 to the result. Dex is for dexterity. Then we come down a little bit further and we have weight. This shows the weight class and is relevant when a model has been picked up. Next is pop. This is short for popularity, and this shows how many action points it takes to make a crowd pleaser action. And after that is throw. Throw is how many squares the wrestler can throw another wrestler. Then we have the hit points, or the stamina if you like. This is how much damage a wrestler can take before they become KO'd. Next we have these are kind of like special attacks. So the first one there is a grapple attack shown by the hand on the green background, and the second one is a turnbuckle attack. Next we have the star, which shows that we have 4 action points. The arrow, which shows that we have 4 movement points. And then in the bottom right hand corner we have the price that it costs to hire this wrestler, and also a symbol for the casino that they work for. Next, these are just quick reference cards which show beatdowns and reversals. A beatdown is if you win an attack. If you beat your opponent's roll by a number score, there's an effect. And if you are beaten by a number, then there is a sort of a counter effect or consequences to it. Then we have the initiatives card. One side is red and one side is blue for no other reason than it looks nice, I guess. Then we have the tokens. These are various tokens for things like knockdown, for bleeding. And the dice, we have a 1 dice which is the crowd dice. This basically either is a boo, or a cheer, or a blank, and this can tell us what happens. Then we have the other dice, silver, the copper, and the gold, and these are all sort of marked differently. So for example, the gold dice has one side with 4 on it, where the others don't, and there's more blanks on the copper dice. Next up is the rulebook. So some really nice artwork on here as well, and it's really nicely laid out. So at the front we have a table of contents, which is always really useful. We have a few pages here which basically just shows us a little bit of background about the world of Rumbleslam and the casinos that our wrestlers fight in. This introduces us to the casinos. So for example, this one's the Kaiser's Palace, and as we move on through, it tells a bit more about the others. There's a page that gives us information about the stat cards and really goes into some in-depth and explains them. There's a page here which shows what all the different tokens are for and the different types of dice. And then as you move through, you can see it takes you through step by step and some really detailed diagrams to show you exactly how to play. In the back of the book, there's a really good quick reference guide, and there's also a really useful index, something that's missing from a lot of games rulebooks. Also inside there, it shows you some of the other teams that you can purchase, all painted up in their glory. There's some really fantastic sculpts in here with some really interesting names as well. You might even recognise one or two somewhere along the line. And there you have it, folks. Everything you need in one handy starter box to get started playing Rumbleslam. Hopefully at some point in the next few days we'll get a game of this together and get it on film as well, so you can see the game in action, and I'll take you through some of the rules. If you like this video, press the thumbs up button. If you're not already a subscriber, why not subscribe to see more from Rumbleslam? And don't forget to click that little bell button so you get notified whenever a new video comes up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.